Bianca preferred quiet corners, neatly written notes, and the comfort of being invisible in a place where everyone seemed to be competing to be seen. At school, she existed just enough to be known, but never enough to be noticed. No drama. No spotlight. Just peace. Until Jaden noticed her. It started on an ordinary afternoon in the cafeteria. The room buzzed with laughter and clattering trays, but Bianca sat alone as usual, focused on her food. Then, without warning, someone pulled out the chair across from her. "You're always alone. You don't like people?" Jaden asked, a teasing smile playing on his lips. Bianca looked up, slightly startled. Of all people, him. "I just like peace," she replied softly. He laughed, not mockingly, but like he actually liked her answer. And somehow, that moment, simple and unexpected, became the beginning of everything. Jaden was the kind of boy everyone knew. Confident. Charming. Captain of the basketball team. Girls admired him. Guys respected him. He lived in a world Bianca had never imagined being part of. Yet somehow, he kept coming back to her. Their conversations grew from quick greetings to long talks. Late-night texts turned into hours of sharing things that felt too personal for anyone else. But there was something she didn't notice at first. He only texted late at night. At school, he was different, distant, distracted. And whenever his friends showed up, his tone changed. Still, when it was just the two of them, he made her feel like she mattered. Like she was seen. Her best friend, Lila, noticed the change almost immediately. "Be careful, Bianca," she said one afternoon, her voice more serious than usual. Bianca smiled. "He's not like that." Lila shook her head. "Guys like him don't hide you unless they're planning to leave you." Bianca hesitated for a second. But then she pushed the thought away. Because believing him felt better than questioning him. Then Jaden made a request. "Let's keep this between us," he said one evening, casually. Bianca frowned. "Why?" "I just don't want drama," he replied. "You know how people are." It didn't feel completely right. But it didn't feel completely wrong either. So she agreed. At first, their secret felt special. Like something rare. Something fragile. Something that belonged only to them. They met after school in quiet places. Talked freely. Laughed without holding back, but slowly, the cracks began to show. In public, he barely acknowledged her. Sometimes he walked right past her. Like she didn't exist. When she tried to bring it up, he would sigh. "You're overthinking," he'd say. "Don't ruin this." And every time, she chose silence. Because losing him felt worse than doubting him. Then came the party. It was all anyone could talk about. Music. Lights. Noise. People everywhere. Lila told her not to go. But Jaden insisted. "Come," he said. "I'll be there." So she went. At first, everything felt overwhelming, but normal. Until she saw him. Across the room. Laughing. His arm casually wrapped around another girl. Too close. Way too close. Bianca's chest tightened as she started walking toward him. Slowly. Each step heavier than the last. Maybe she misunderstood. Maybe there was an explanation. Maybe. But as she got closer. There was no misunderstanding. "What is this?" she asked, her voice unsteady despite trying to stay calm. Jaden turned. No panic. No guilt. Just amusement. "Relax," he said loudly. It was never that serious. For a second. Bianca didn't react. Not because it didn't hurt. But because her brain hadn't caught up to what she just heard. The music was still playing. People were still dancing. But everything around her felt distant. Like the world kept moving. And she was the only one frozen in place. "You really thought I liked you?" Jaden added with a laugh. The girl beside him laughed too. And that's when it hit. Not just what he said, but how easily he said it. The room shifted. Phones started coming out. Whispers spread. Eyes turned. And just like that, Bianca wasn't invisible anymore. She was the moment. By the next morning, it was everywhere. Videos. Screenshots. Messages. The whole school knew. Some people whispered in sympathy. Others didn't even bother hiding their laughter. But none of it hurt more than the truth. What meant everything to her had meant nothing to him. She shrank back into herself. Avoided eye contact. Skipped conversations. Walked through school like she was trying to disappear again. Until Lila found her. "You're not the one who should be hiding," she said firmly. Bianca looked at her, confused. "You trusted someone," Lila continued. "That doesn't make you weak. It makes you real." She paused. "He's the one who should be embarrassed. Not you." That stayed with her. And slowly, something shifted. The pain didn't disappear. The embarrassment didn't vanish. But underneath it, something stronger started to grow. Clarity. The next day, Bianca walked into school differently. Her head up. Her step steady. The whispers were still there. But this time, they didn't break her. When Jaden approached her, like nothing had happened, she didn't look away. "You didn't have to take it that seriously," he said casually. Bianca held his gaze. Calm. Steady. Certain. "You didn't embarrass me," she said. A pause. "You revealed yourself." For the first time, Jaden had nothing to say. And just like that, the power he once had over her disappeared. Not because he gave it back, but because she took it. Bianca didn't lose anything that night. She lost an illusion. And sometimes, losing the wrong person is the first step to finding yourself. Because not everyone who gives you attention deserves your trust. And not everyone who smiles at you has good intentions. But when the truth finally shows up, it doesn't break you. It shows you exactly who never deserved access to you in the first place.